Hello everyone. In continuation in the series of lectures of triple integral, today we'll be going for spherical polar coordinates. By the end of this session, you will be able to understand the moment of spherical coordinates in the space. You'll be able to establish the relation between Cartesian and spherical coordinates, and you will be able to evaluate the volume element of the spherical coordinates. Now, if you'll observe this word here, spherical, it is giving you an idea that this coordinate system is related to sphere. Sometimes, in the beginning also I have said spherical polar coordinates. This is also known as spherical polar coordinates. Now, as I have told, this is related to sphere. Let us consider this sphere in a space with center at the origin. This is the origin here, and this P is a point on the sphere. This OP is a vector joining these 2 points, and let us say that this is rho as the vector. It's known as a position vector of this point P on the sphere. If this position vector is making some angle with positive z, let us say that that angle is nothing but phi. Angle is phi here. Angle is phi here, right? Now, if we'll observe here, if this point, this angle phi, if this angle or this point P is starting from here to here, and it will move like this. So how much the phi will move? Phi will move from 0 to pi. It's not required to move that phi with entire 0 to 2 pi to trace that entire sphere. It will be just 0 to pi. Let us draw the another point from this P and put the projection here on this. Let us say that this is a point and this is a vector here. Theta is the angle made by this vector with the positive x. At that time, this theta is nothing but the angle made by this line, the projection of this point on the plane, xy plane, and with the x-axis, right? So this is the angle between the positive x and the angle between this vector here is known as theta. And what is the moment of theta? Moment of theta, to complete the one complete sphere, this theta needs to move the entire circle. That means entire 0 to 2 pi, and therefore the limit for this is 0 to 2 pi. So in a very nutshell, you can say that this theta is nothing but you can understand the moment of an equator of Earth. Whereas the moment of this phi, how that moment will happen is because of the how that longitude is moving like this. It will be the moment of phi. Now this is the point P, position vector rho. After point from the point P, if we are putting a perpendicular on xy plane, this is the point Q. Let us join the line from Q to point the origin O here, right? Let us complete this also. This is a perpendicular from point P to the z axis. So rho is nothing but the distance from P to the origin, right? This is, we are talking here about the conversation. What do you mean by conversation? Means how this two variables are related to, the two coordinates are related to each other. Then what is theta? Theta is nothing but the angle between the positive x-axis and the line segment from the origin to Q. As we have discussed in the previous, this is nothing but the theta over here, which is the distance, which is nothing but the angle between QO, OQ and the positive x-axis. Phi and the limit is 0 to 2 pi. We have already discussed this. Phi is nothing but the angle between the positive z-axis here, positive z-axis, which is this side here, positive z-axis, and this is my positive x-axis here, positive z-axis and the line segment from the origin to P. Sorry. What is this limit? Limit for this is 0 to pi. Now, in continuation with the conversation, we need to find out that the relation between what will be my x is equals to in terms of rho, theta, and phi. what is y is equals to in terms of rho, theta and phi. So that means how these two coordinates system, they are connected to each other. This is nothing but the proof for this. Suppose this is, as we have rightly said in from the previous, this is P. We have put a perpendicular from P to the positive Z axis. Let us say that this is R here, right? And after putting a projection from P to XY plane, we have joined this origin and the point Q here. This is the vector here. And after that, let us put the perpendicular from Q to positive X axis. Let us say that this is as S. Let us say that as is S. Let me just draw one more thing here, which is nothing but the perpendicular from Q on this Y. Let us say this as capital T as. Okay, so what exactly I need to find out? I need to find out x, y, z. That means I need to find out the position vector for this along positive x-axis, position vector along positive z-axis, positive x-axis, and positive y-axis. In short, I need to find out the length of OR, or a component of OR, vector component OR, component of OS, and component of OT, right? Now, let us move for this particular triangle, the triangle OP and R. Let us go for this triangle first, right? At this triangle, this is an angle phi. Or if this is an angle phi, then this is uh, the positive, this along the z axis, it is rho cos of phi. It is rho cos of phi. And along this PR, it is rho sin phi. It is same as what we are discussing every time with the right angle triangle law here. And suppose this is my phi here, so this is nothing but this angle is my cosine component, this is my sine component here. The same thing we are discussing it here. So this is a cosine and a sine thing here. So whenever we are putting it, so if you'll observe from this rectangle R, P, Q and O, RP component is same as OQ. OQ. So what is it? It is nothing but rho sin phi here. It's also rho sin phi here. So OQ is rho sin phi. Again, we have to consider the same triangle here. Let us consider the triangle here as this. This is a triangle. If this is a triangle, what is my OS? OS will give me, so we have got x, z as rho cos of phi, right? And we need positive x-axis. So positive x-axis, it would be, because it's a cos here and angle is theta, this x is rho sin phi cos theta. And what will happen? I need to find out this also. This is nothing but along the y-axis, because if I'll put the perpendicular as I've told you, SQ remains the same as OT, right? Component along OSQ remains the same as OT. And therefore, if you'll observe, this is always, we have a sine over here component. It's a cosine component and a sine component. So I'm going to get y as rho sin phi sin theta. So we have got the relation between x, y and z. Now, what is volume element of a spherical? Volume element, suppose for example, we have got 2 cross 2, and it's a polar. The volume element in 2 cross 2 is dx dy, right? Similarly, what is the conversion of that dx dy in the polar coordinates? It's r dr d theta. Similarly, we do have volume component for the spherical coordinate as well. So we need to find out dx dy dz. What will happen in terms of d rho, d theta, d phi. So these are the three equations. We'll be using here the operator Jacobian. Jacobian of this function x, y, z with respect to u, v and w is given by this equation. And as here we have got x, y, z, if you'll observe this x, y, z here, and my RHS are rho, theta and phi. So I need to differentiate this x, y, z with respect to rho, theta, phi. So what is this first here? First here is nothing but dou x upon dou rho. So this is my x here. I'm differentiating this x with respect to rho. Why this is partial? Because this one variable x depends on rho, theta, phi. Y also depends upon rho, theta, and y, and this Z depends upon only on rho and theta. Therefore, if you observe this phi here, so it is nothing but the third this column. This is nothing but dou Z upon dou phi, which is this phi is absent here. Therefore, the differentiation has come here 0. My suggestion for you all is just x, y, z and solve this Jacobian. After solving this Jacobian, you're going to get this as the determinant, because I need to find out the determinant, the value of this Jacobian. And the value of this Jacobian, you will get it as rho sine theta, d rho, d theta, and d phi. So in the triple integral, you have got the this dx, dy, dz, the conversion for this dx, dy, and dz as this rho square sine theta d phi, d rho d theta d phi. So this dx, dy, dz in the triple integral in the spherical coordinates, you are going to get as rho square sine theta d phi, d rho d theta d phi. I hope you have understood the entire concept of spherical coordinate system. Thank you. Happy learning.